This is something that's not really talked about very much. It's one of the causes to thyroid problems. It's called the Symporter defect. So Symporter is a gene. It's called the sodium iodide Symporter gene. And what this gene does is it's located here in the nucleus or center of your thyroid cells. And what that gene does is it allows iodine, this green item here is going to be iodine, it allows iodine to get into the cell, and then it allows the cell to trap the iodine. Now, why is that important in a thyroid patient or in anyone that has a thyroid, which is all of us, hopefully? The reason why it's so important is because all thyroid hormone is made with iodine. A defect in the sodium iodide Symporter gene prevents the iodine from being trapped in the thyroid cell. Instead, it goes in and out. Maybe like some of your kids, right? You tell them to do something, it goes in one ear, out the other ear. Well, they have a Symporter defect of the brain. This is a Symporter defect of the thyroid cells, and the iodine goes into the cell and it can't be trapped and it goes right out. When that occurs, the person's body, or the person's thyroid gland rather, cannot produce adequate amounts of thyroid hormone, so they become hypothyroid. So in those cases of Symporter gene, what the clinical research shows is when there's more iodine available in the person's body, there is a higher chance of the iodine being trapped, so it can improve hypothyroid cases, okay? Now this is all referenced from a study that you might not want to read called Mutations in the Sodium Iodide Symporter Gene as a Cause for Iodide Transport Defects and Congenital Hypothyroidism. So if you want to read the abstract, knock yourself out. But that's where the information comes from. Now this is very different than Hashimoto's. If you got Hashimoto's disease, you can't have a lot of iodine because it will damage your thyroid and the condition until the autoimmune condition is handled. This is a specific thing called a Symporter defect. It's related to a gene in your thyroid gland. If you want to know the exact genes, just type a comment below and I will list out the exact genes that you could look for. You can go to your doctor's office and get tested. I can test you for this. Typically it's done through blood. I believe you could also do it through a DNA swab. But you have to understand if you have that issue, because if you do, there's a very specific way to handle your thyroid issue. Okay, if you have a Symporter defect, there's a way to handle it. If you have a health problem or a weight problem and you want to get help, I will go ahead and put a link down here in the comments section where you could fill out my free online weight loss and health evaluation. That's a tool that we use to help get information about your body so we can understand why you're having some of the issues you're having. So if you'd like to do that, please do that, and then we'll give you a free consultation to explain more how we could help. If not, no worries. I look forward to catching you at the next whiteboard session. See ya.